This is Tom Kobe from Connection Magazine, and today it is my pleasure to be talking with Mingtong Gu. And Mingtong, we're going to be doing a benefit for the Vajrayana Foundation, which is going to be a global event to expand your wisdom and energy. This will be happening May 11th from 1:30 to 6:30 in Santa Cruz, and it's going to be a live event with people attending live at the Pacific Cultural Center, but it's also going to be globally webcast at the same time. So, Mingtong, tell me a little bit about yourself. Where are you from, and what is your history here?
Yes, first of all, thank you. I'm delighted to be, here this moment and share with you, share with all the listeners. And it's really a lot of fun. So this technology, we can share so much knowledge, wisdom, experiences, and I feel like this is such a timing where we're really bridging the old ancient wisdom like Qigong and then slow this new technology and how bring this to our modern life. There has been exploration. So when you ask me share a little bit of my own story, and I feel I'm kind of really a seeker and explorer and experimenter. And also in the deep inside, I feel like I'm also artist, searching for a way to not only express myself, but also really fulfilling the deeper purpose. What is really making myself happy, make life is meaningful. And I think from that place, I've been fortunate enough finding, discover what I truly enjoy, which is Qigong, and sharing this ancient knowledge of Qigong with as many as people as possible, as I mentioned, even slow technology. So the way I discovered Qigong is really through my spiritual searching. So at the time, I was more like in a graduate school, study fine arts in the US, in Ohio State University. And slow, the interest of different spiritual traditions, special iconography, and then I kind of reconnect with my own culture, including Buddhist teaching, the Taoist teaching, then eventually discover Qigong. And so, and I felt the deeper connection with Qigong because Qigong takes a certain, language, certain way of approaching spirituality, approaching life in general. And but more so is taking a very direct experiential approach. You involve with not only the concept, but also the energetic experiential aspect. And so that really get me hooked. So, and I was fortunate enough to study with my teacher back in China for a long period of time, eventually stay there for 2 years to study with him, completing the master training program. So after that, and I came back to the US and started teaching in the last 14 years now. So I truly have been enjoying this journey, and just amazing. I couldn't think of anything better to do in this lifetime.
Very good. So you're a lifelong learner, it sounds like, continually improving and learning and sharing your wisdom that you've found. That is excellent.
Absolutely.
Very
Yeah.
good. Yay. So tell me about Qigong. What do the words Qi and Gong mean?
Wonderful. So, Qi means life energy. So everything is life energy in life. So the whole universe is made of energy. So when people ask me what is chi, I say, you don't have to import chi from China. It's everywhere, where you at right now. So mostly, it's amazing thing is you can feel the chi inside of your body. And chi is all around us. So the immediate experience we're having, you know, in life perception is the form, all physical phenomena, something you can see, can touch, can smell, can hear, can taste. So that is like five sensory perception. You can feel the form, and that is expressed comfortably familiar. But there's another realm is the formless realm, the formless realm. is invisible to the eyes. If the energy is, cannot be really identified, measured, such as magnetic field is form of energy. Scientifically, we know exist, but you cannot really see it. Yeah. But certain way, you still can perceive it, slow your mind. Yeah. We develop certain technology to perceiving energy. We have more understanding of large existence beyond the form, the visible form, five sensory form, so to speak. So the mind have more capacity to perceive the energy. How can you perceive that? You slow the body beyond just five sensory. Like the heart can perceive the energy a certain way, and your cell can perceive the energy a certain way. When you walk on the street, suddenly you turn around, someone is watching you. Your eye didn't see it, you didn't hear the sound, you didn't taste it, but your mind can perceive the energy field beyond just the physical boundary. So that's the formless energy exists in the universe. So when we say qi, that means the recognition of their existence, both the form and the formless energy. Then the gong, that literally means three things, and ultimately means the power to work with the qi, work with energy. But how to realize that is the practice, the cultivation. So gong means the practice and the cultivation, and the power and the benefit come from that process. That's what is Qigong means. So to
Okay.
summarize, Qigong is a science, an art to training the mind to work with energy directly, to produce the benefit you desire for. So that's what is Qigong. So in that sense, it's like when you do yoga, when you do meditation, when you do spiritual prayer, and you're doing Qigong already, but you may not know it consciously. It's a form of Qigong. So it's Qigong particularly, what we're learning, we're sharing together is like specific way to train your mind to recognize the energy, to work with the energy more consciously. When you're walking, when you're eating, you're communicating with Qi, but you're not aware of it. You're unconscious. You just like, walk slow, a habit basically. So now you can training consciously, including you can change certain, habit may not serving you, your health, your life fulfillment. And certain habit is beneficial, so you can reinforcing that. So that's this kind of a overview of what Qigong is about.
So Qigong isn't just while you're doing an exercise. You are experiencing Qigong all day with everything that you do and how you do it.
Exactly. Ultimately, it's developing this awareness and this capacity, I would say, is almost like a new habit. When you're sitting, you're feeling chi certain way. When you're walking, feeling chi certain way. When you're talking, you connect with chi certain way. When you want to, creating a life in a certain way, you work with chi consciously. But how to get there? That's the practice. So you're building up, connection with your body, with your energy system, and connection with source energy. And you're building up certain way to visualizing the energy, to access the source energy, the creative energy, certain way. So ultimately, the consistent practice allow you building up the confidence, building up to this new way of life.
Okay, so now, does it help to be working with with you as a master? Can you help people to experience that energy?
Yeah, I think it's much faster, from my experience when I learned from my teacher. In the beginning, I was practicing, honestly, I didn't feel much. But I persisted. But once
Okay.
you're in the presence of a teacher, you start to feel the energy just so quickly. I would say, 10 times more for me, if not 100 times more. So then you're building up the confidence much quicker. But of course, the routine, because the practice is very experiential. You're involved with the mind, but beyond the mind. So it's really work with energy presence. So when the energy is activated, so what did the teacher help you is like magnify magnify the students in a group. Then the energy is magnified, is available for everyone to tap into. So the students start naturally feel, wow, I'm feeling this, have not felt before. Then you follow the guidance, then you're able to use this map. This technology has been really, developed over, I don't know, beyond 5,000 years. It's very sophisticated. So certain way of doing that become very effective.
Can you experience the energy quicker if you're working with a teacher such as yourself?
And from my experience, yes, Tom, and that can really accelerate in the whole process, because our five sensory training is okay relatively, but that mental training, expanding the perception, perceiving the invisible energy, does take some really important guidance. And the teacher can show you some, not only the technology, the technique, but also it's a shortcut how to work with energy more directly, perceiving it.
Hmm. Can this energy be transferred through touch or as they're working, or is it trans? Is there an energy transmission that kind of goes on at the same time, or?
Yeah, it is. So the teacher is kind of help the students, practitioner to, you can think of the analogy magnetic field. It's like when a magnet is magnified, then the energy is around is very strong. Yeah, it's there. So it's the same piece of metal. If it's not magnified, then it has a potential, but she's not strong enough. So the teacher can help the students, especially in a large group, can magnify that energy. So students start to feel, wow, feeling the new perception, new experience, and very quickly, very directly. So that building up the confidence.
Ah, and then now on May 11th at Pacific Cultural Center, you're going to be working with quite a few people. How many people are going to be working together?
So as many people we can fit into the location.
Oh.
So it's the space is limited. We probably can take up to 80 people, unfortunately. So it's very limited.
Okay.
And at the same time, what's amazing is now we can doing this kind of practice through this technology. So through the internet, especially through video live stream. So you can follow the practice in almost like in the same room. It's amazing. Right now, we're offering these programs, slow live stream quite often. It's relatively still new technology. So we have people, sign up from different country, Africa, Asia countries, Europe and different country. I don't know how they're finding us. So in the beginning, it's very surprising. People are like, wow, I'm going to try this and see what happened. I don't know what's going on. Just look at the image on the computer screen. I'm going to test, follow the movement, see what happened. And people start to feel as if in the same room, as strong as in person. So this
Okay.
takes some, openness in the beginning. But when the key is what's amazing, Tom, in this is you're not just mentally trying very hard, you're doing the practice with me. So when you involve with the entire body, you're accessing the energy beyond what you the five sensory are used to. You start to feel the energy very, very directly, very much in person. So the energy we're speaking of is not only involve the energy, in your body, in your immediate, space structure, in your room, in your location. There's so much energy you can experience that. But there's a profound energy we learn to tap into, I call as a source energy. And the best way I can describe is this ocean of light. It's this invisible ocean of light is surrounding you right now, this moment, surrounding me in the same time. Is you imagine that's the same ocean of light is surrounding, actually not just surrounding, it permeating, encompassing all form of life. Yeah. In
So,
this moment, yeah, it's everywhere on this planet Earth. It's everywhere in the entire universe. So it's like a mediator. It's a mediator. It's the same ocean of energy encompassing all life. You and me, doesn't matter where you at. So when I'm activating the energy here, that energetic information is available in this big ocean of energy for anyone who willing, want to connect. yeah, have certain connection made through technology, through the sound, through the visual, even through just mental connection, then that energy structure is available for you to access. So
So,
that exists beyond space-time, literally, but it can be experienced in a relative time space. That's this amazing thing. Now it's validated by the new science, including quantum physics. So in this ancient time, and these wise people know the existence of that phenomena, and they're developing this technology how to use it, how to benefit our life beyond just the physical environment, physical phenomena, physical energy.
hmm, in the Western culture, people typically feel kind of isolated. They feel kind of alone and like they've got to do it
Yeah,
all by themselves. Is
yeah.
there a sense of connection that happens where you start to feel like you're not alone and you have more support than you thought?
Exactly, exactly. Having living, in the West long enough, almost 30 years, and I really do appreciate the importance emphasized here is individualism, your creativity, your personal uniqueness, and that is so great. But same time, we are missing a feeling of connection. We're feeling isolated, and but deep in our heart, as human being, we're social animals. We're very intelligent because of the great capacity of intelligence. You want to expand in that capacity, so that natural desire is there, and how to realize that is really connecting the deep longing, not only connecting with other human beings, but with life, the greater presence of life, the universe that we're longing for, the oneness, whatever name you call it, that longing is there. It's just like, it's for some of us might be hidden, for some of us being more tangibly felt, for some of us continuously, working with that, what that means, how to bring that to our individual life, to our practical life, to our family life. So that is so important aspect we emphasize in Qigong practice. So when we doing the practice, connecting with each other in such profound way, you have sense of deeper connection, a sense of deeper community. And that is amazing gift.
Hmm. And then how long does it take to really start to experience the chi and for the average person?
Right. And doesn't take long at all. Tom, I would love to maybe by the end of the session, we can have a few minutes or can guiding a simple meditation.
Oh, that would be
And you
great.
can start to feel the energy directly. Yeah.
Oh, I would love that.
And even this moment, like, I am, you know, in this, we call the chi field, the energetic field, this ocean of light. I'm really open to, we can share in verbally only that much, only that much. But the energetic of it is so big, beyond the words. So I'm really, open to that intention, carry that intention, and connecting with all the people who are listening to us, whenever. And to connecting with your mind, your heart, your desire, your purpose. So I want to invite you connecting with that energy I'm speaking about. So you start to activate in your mind, in your heart, in your body as well. Start to receive the benefit, and you might feel energized, and you might feel relaxed, and you might feel, different sensations that happen in your body.
Ah, very good. Now I know um, a lot of people are concerned about wireless energy, like all the wireless modems and cell phones. And does that have an effect on the chi field?
Does this energy, all form of energy have effect on a life, for the bodily function and the environment and so on. And that is one important recognition. But beyond that, we're recognizing all this energy is basically made of the same raw materials, source energy. Even the bad stuff we label something bad and not good for the body, for our health, is still made up of this pure energy. So what we're learning is go beyond the label, the information, the relative structure of this energy going to the source energy, what I call the pure energy, pure chi, in that dimension is neutral. It's just life forces, it's creative forces. So what you're doing is you can transcend in the limitation of the relative energy, such as the wireless, the cell phone, so on. You tap into that energy for the source energy come into your nervous system, come into your body to empower you, to strengthen you. So that relative energy of the environment is still there. You may not be able to change it right away. You still can do, consciously, protect yourself. That's okay. But what you can do more than that is you go internally connecting with the source energy beyond the relative energy, bring that energy into your system. So internally it becomes stronger. So what happening is like you're building up a stronger immune system overall to whatever energy interference around you, so you become stronger, you become healthier, then you can help other as well.
So you don't have to go and live in the forest. You can,
That's right.
you can live right in the
That's
city
the
among all
idea.
that
I think
energy.
that's the idea. I don't think we can afford to do that anymore. Yeah.
Oh, that's good news. I think a lot of people, are very concerned about,
Yeah.
all this pollution and all this energy coming at us. But we can strengthen ourselves through the use of Qigong. Now, is it like a daily practice, or do you need to do it more than once a day, or is it?
Tom, is like everything else in life. This I think of this as like a investment for yourself. So more you practice, the more benefit you can enjoy. Yeah. So once you slow a regular practice, become very natural. It become a new habit. It's like you're eating food to nourish this physical body. And when you do Qigong, you're eating the energy, the source energy, life energy directly into your body. You're eating energy, basically. So that is another level of nourishment we needed. And that's not only relax you, but also deeply nourishing your cell, nourishing your organ, also nourishing your emotion, and as well as calming your mind. Your mind feel more relaxed in terms of engage with stressful thoughts all the time. So one way I look at it, the Qigong practice is like you're taking a vacation for yourself. You're taking a nourishment vacation for yourself, a spiritual vacation for yourself from the busy life.
Now, when you do the Qigong practice, um, and as you start to get aware of the energy and everything, are you able to experience? You're able to actually start to bring the Qi into your life under other circumstances, while you're driving, while you're eating. I mean, once you start to learn and feel the energy, then it becomes something that becomes a part of you.
Absolutely, become part of you. It is part of you anyway. The difference is that slow this regular practice, you become, very aware, very mindful, and very like consciously feel connected, not only with your bodily energy internally, but also the energy around you, the energy in the environment. So that connection within and connection with life around you start to make a difference. So you're able to not only, feeling good, feeling like you start feeling at home, with yourself. Oh, I'm in this moment, feel present with yourself, with what are you doing, with your life in general. That's make a huge difference right away.
So you start to feel like you're swimming around in this energy.
That's right. I still need to, consciously mind myself because life is so busy. You get so caught up by the physical phenomena. When you especially working with the computer, your mind so engaged into it, then you get lost there. And then I need to remind myself, come back to this body, come back to my breath, come back to, this moment to really feel, refreshed again, feeling much more joy with what I'm doing again.
So it lifts up your attitude. You're
Yeah.
feeling, and
Yeah.
does it help with thinking? Like if a person's thinking negative thoughts all the time, or feeling depressed, does it Does it work with that too?
That is so profound, Tom. I think that is one of the main benefit, I enjoy and students enjoy so much because we all have a busy mind. You cannot get rid of this busy mind. That busy mind is thinking both positively, negatively, but most times thinking quite stressful, our negative thoughts, unfortunately. If you look into this mind, it's crazy. It's crazy. So the question is, what do you do with it? You couldn't get rid of it. So what we can do is relax that mind to a new experience. So the way I say is you relaxing the mind into the body instead of being busy with thoughts. So when you get into the body, you're relaxing to this moment, relaxing to the energy, relaxing to this experience of feeling alive. And the mind like, oh, I can do that. Even in the beginning, a short period of time, but you start to feel good, then eventually you can do longer period of time.
So you feel it in your body more. You feel your body relaxing?
Yeah.
Ah,
It's like coming back to home.
yes. And I always, I always say that if the body feels good, if the body's relaxed and is feeling good, the mind, it's going to affect the mind, and the mind is going to not be so worried, because the body's saying everything's okay.
Exactly. That's ultimately. Yeah, ultimately. Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. Yes, it's what we need in this crazy world.
I know, I know. So I just finished a retreat,
Hmm.
Tom, just 2 weeks retreat. It's amazing, especially every time we complete such an intense retreat, and just I feel more inspired for the incredible impact this kind of practice, is bring to people's life. And I just want to briefly share with you a few things. One is, of course, most people come into this kind of practice with the physical conditions and including chronic or incurable condition. It's just amazing in few days, in 5 days, in 2 weeks, to see measurable changes, including Parkinson condition, including fatigues, including Lyme disease, including cancers, and what other kinds, sclerosis, and diabetes, and you name it. So people to feel the difference right away, and they can measure that the physical changes, and the spine straightening up, and energy is coming back, the pain is gone, leaving the bodies. But more so, another layer of healing is like amazing is the emotional healing. Emotional healing. And I want to share, that with you is like just in the last retreat, there's two women and have been chronic depression to the point of chronic suicidal.
Hmm.
And you couldn't really understand why this happening. It's like deep energetic, deep emotional. And so this practice and they're ready for life. They just lift up from this years of depression, 10, 20 years of depression, and they're ready for life again.
Wow, that is phenomenal.
It's just amazing, it's just amazing. So I understand how this can work, and I want to share that insight with you, with everyone, because the deep unfulfillment is coming from two separation. One is separation from ourselves, the essence of ourselves, and the second separation is from the universe. Yeah, from the oneness, from the source, whatever you call it. So any cause of disease is caused from these two separation actually. So whether it's a physical disease or emotional disease or mental disease, it's coming from these two separation. So the Qigong is reconnecting also. You do the practice, you're connecting the mind, go inside with your heart, connecting the heart with the entire body, with your organ, with your cell, with the entire energy system. So that connection become, very tangible, become very intimate, become living experience. Then like, oh, I feel good now, So the old conditioning start to release out. Yeah, the stress and the old, stress, the traumas, the old environmental, our internal emotional conditioning, even the old belief system start to relax into a new experience, new possibility. Then another connection, as I mentioned, is also important, is with the universal energy. So no matter what different spiritual tradition you call it, it's you cultivating this direct experience with the source energy, with that ocean of light, that presence. And you feel like, oh, I'm okay. No matter what's happening in my personal life, the challenges, the disease, whatever it might be, I'm feeling part of the universe. I'm feeling the change of life in the big picture. I'm feeling connected. That makes a huge difference, huge difference. And I really want to emphasize these two essential things. Even the technique is important, how you do it is important, but what is essential and feel is most important can make a huge change, including your practical health, including, emotional fulfillment, including your spiritual dimension of life. And that's what I emphasize over again, whether students come into this practice, from different tradition, or is beginner, or is newly experienced practitioner, always connecting with that essence.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so people tend to think, well, I have this disease and there's nothing I can do about it. It's just
Yeah,
me. But
yeah,
there's studies with people that have multiple personality disorder, where actually
yeah,
one personality will have a disease and the other personality doesn't have it. So I can see how that plays into the feeling of connection, through the chi and everything. How a person thinks about themselves and how a person allows their energy to flow can make a huge difference in their physical being. We just lost our internet connection there. I think we had too much chi happening. Uh,
I'm not surprised.
but anyway, you were talking about how people have had some, we could say, miraculous changes in their health after practicing qigong, and I was backing that up with that there are um, people that have multiple personalities that have been studied through psychology that have one personality will have a disease and the other personality doesn't have that disease. So these type of things, I mean, the mind and the body, they are very changeable, and we don't have to be um, saddled with a disease or saddled with an attitude. We can change, and that qigong, it sounds like, is an excellent way to really bring yourself around to a new health and a new feeling in life.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it's like the deep question, from neuroscience and all spiritual tradition with recognizing human is a conscious human being and you have your choice. The question is how you can make a choice more effectively. How can you realize that choice? So the key is two things, One is the mind, the consciousness making the choice. And you have to train that, We have not been trained basically. Otherwise, we will not be messed up, so to speak. We'll be all enlightened. Someday what happen, In a deep level, we are enlightened. We are not recognizing that. But the second is the energy. So the mind energy is both at work. So you have this energy of your body is programmed certain way, including your mind programmed certain way. So changing both is the key. So you have to work not only with your mind, but allow the mind to work with the body, work with the energy simultaneously, so you can make a change not only more effectively for this moment, but also more long lasting and more let's say sustainable. So when we're speaking of the neuroplasticity, you can make a change the moment, but how that change can last, that's the key here. So this ancient people figured this out. You do it a certain way. One of these things like the neuroscience discovering, to change a negative thought to positive thoughts, take at least 30 seconds to stay in that positive space. So in the Qigong practice, we do more than 30 seconds. So you go into your energy system, allow that positive thoughts, activating the energy, you start, then the mind can stay with it. So instead of jumping back to the negative thoughts, because there's no new experience for you to relax into it. That's the hardest part. So there's a lot of tradition trying to figure this out. So qigong is like one of the technology have this figured out already. The question is, are you ready? The question is, do you want to do it? And so from wherever at, and you can really make a change. So the question is how big change you want to make, how long the sustainable change you can make. So that is available for you to basically to make your choice.
So you're changing your habit. You're changing your
Yeah.
habit from not being connected with your energy and just kind of, not, thinking negatively or whatever. And you're changing to where you're feeling your energy and you're allowing that to relax your mind and to feel your energy flowing so that you become a different person of more positivity.
Well, ultimately, all the benefit we have, speaking of, come from that connection, because it's really what the universe is consciousness and energy. So when consciousness and energy is working together, you become co-creator for your own life, for your own health, for the universe. That's what it is.
Hmm.
So of course, naturally, you feel more relaxed, feel more confident, and health come back from that place because you co-creating with your body instead of the body just become a separate vehicles, the
Losing me.
healers
Ah.
or even to the doctors, and you can still engage with yourself in such a way you empower yourself, you participate in your own healing, participate in your own spiritual growth, and simultaneously. So
And
that's it's just amazing, profound. So nowadays, the most important challenge is stress. Pretty much everybody is facing the stress on the planet Earth. You feel like the planet Earth is stressed.
yes.
So what do you do with that? Stress is part of life, but if we carry the chronic stress, then this become huge problems, affecting not only our health but the emotion, affecting the overall life on the planet Earth. So what we're doing is through this practice, including Qigong, other spiritual tradition, is you empower yourself to release this stress, unnecessary stress, especially chronic stress. So this physical movement is so good. It's like when I'm doing the shoulder movement like this, you're releasing the stress from the shoulder. We carry so much stuff in the shoulder, and that affecting the brain function, affecting the heart function, affecting our breeze, affecting our mental capacity, and affecting health. It's not surprising when we have these, you know, challenge, so to speak, including health someday, but it's accumulative. It's also collectively contributing to. So when we learn to release this stress from the shoulder, from the heart, from the brain, from our mind, we're creating a new possibility, new awareness, new creation, new health. And so it's like we right now the world is so needed. So I'm feeling so inspired to share with you, share with all of you, and to make this available. So this May, and especially we're doing a couple of benefit, including the one happening in Santa Cruz. Again, you can connect slow online, video online, and also we're doing another benefit events in actually not far from Santa Cruz and here in the Bay Area called Spirit Rock Meditation Center. So a benefit is there to bring this to more people. And also we're celebrating this weekend, so I want to invite you, if you hear this before the weekend, it's the World Qigong Day. So it's like more than 70 countries involved in this process to really bring more awareness of this ancient practice. Been developed over 5,000 years of history, particularly in China. Now it's spread out around the world. and people become familiar with Tai Chi and Qigong. So we're making the invitation so for more participation, so we can cultivate in the change that you desire for, and for yourself, for the world as well.
And this will work with any belief system. I
And
mean,
it doesn't matter.
it
Doesn't matter
doesn't
what you
matter.
believe, because energy is neutral. It's universal. You know, it's like we may have a different name, a different belief system, different colors, but the bodily functioning in the body, the internal essence is same. That's
So,
the beauty of it. We connect with that. That become, I call, energy wisdom.
so people all over the world can unite with this, and it doesn't
Yeah,
really matter what they believe in. It's just the energy and feeling the natural spiritual flow of the world, no matter
yeah,
how they look at it.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Allow us connect with the heart.
Connect
Yeah,
to the heart.
yeah.
That is very beautiful. Yeah. So now, does Qigong have its roots in Buddhism as well as Taoism?
It does, if I trace back Qigong in all time, in the yellow emperor times, in that time it's more like, I would say, use a metaphor, analogy as like more shamanistic practice.
Hmm.
Yeah, and understanding the nature, learning from the animals, learning from basically, observations, intuitions, and then gradually, systematically developing over the time. Then in, about 2000 years ago to, 2500 years ago in China, then the spiritual knowledge become more organized in China, become more like Taoist practice, Taoist, spiritual tradition. And there's two aspects. One is religion, another is spiritual practice. And they're not related, but it's not same. Then same way, the Buddhist happened in same time. It happened in India, then brought to Tibet, brought to China, brought to Asia country, now brought to the West. So and the Buddhist practice has an amazing influence in the Chinese culture. So one of them, the I think good quality in the Chinese culture is very flexible, it's very adaptable, it's just very natural at the time. We kind of marry the Buddhist practice and the Taoist practice. And so Qigong is more like a underlying practice, energetic practice, so you learn from each other, it's like and the spiritual tradition of Buddhist practice and Taoist practice, using the energetic practice like Qigong. And then Qigong learning from this just spiritual tradition. Yeah. For example, the Buddhist practice is, cultivating the nature of the mind and cultivating bodhicitta and the importance of serving others. And so in the Qigong, we emphasize the same benefit more energetically, because we understand, when you connect of beyond yourself and the benefit of others, the benefit of the planet Earth, the benefit of all sentient being, what you're doing is you're accessing more energy. You're awakening more capacity of yourself, the deeper potential of yourself as human being, and that is awakening. So that is very tangible, experiential. In the same way, when we're doing the healing work, yeah, when you do the healing work, when you're dedicating your practice not only to healing of your own conditions, for example, cancer, you're dedicating to healing of all the cancers of other people's, then suddenly you tap into much big energy field. The energy become very tangibly felt. So your healing can speed up. So I think that is my understanding what is bodhicitta is one of the essence of the wisdom of Buddhist. So I really connected that in my life, and very fortunate have a strong connection with the Buddhist tradition, especially the Tibetan Tantra practice. And the same way, in the Taoist tradition, we learn is that the importance of the nature of the universe, the nature of this body, nature of life, and then the Confucius tradition emphasizing the nature of the society. So and I feel these three aspects is most important for.
Oh, how profound, though, that, you're not just thinking of your own ill, but you're thinking of everybody else that shares that and joining together and putting your energy out into all that. So that's not just you, it's you're working on a more um, universal or worldly way. That's excellent. Good to hear that.
Absolutely. That's
Yeah.
it's so important, so important. And the key is that we have this wisdom, has this technique, this particular practice, and for it to really fulfill that intention. Deep in our heart, we're all
Oh,
activists,
yes.
all healers.
Oh, yes.
But how to realize that potential? And that's this amazing gift of Qigong. Yeah.
And now, through technology, we can also do this online. so,
I know.
so you're offering this as an online webinar, and it's going to be like a 6 hour or a 5 hour webinar,
It's 5 hours.
5 hours.
Yes.
And how will people experience the webinar? Will they? Will they?
So yes, it's so simple, you're receiving emails and you click on the link,
Uh huh.
then the link open up the page and then you say see the video,
Uh huh.
and then you just connect. The video will give you all the instruction you need and it's live in person. So you can feel the energy. If you're missing any part of it, if you need to take a break, you can come back
Hit the
and
pause.
catch the rest. Also, you can come back watching the video archive. So it's like you cannot beat that.
Ah, you can have them
It's
archived, even you can
amazing,
save it.
Tom.
Oh, this is excellent. And then you will be able to see the other people participating and also see you. I mean, well, this is so
So
this is so
sometimes
cool.
technology, challenges and it's part of life. But what's amazing is that it's always start to work again. Sometime, 1 minute, half minute doesn't work out, and then come back again. Yeah, that's kind of how we learn, not only work with technology, but also work with life.
Hmm. Oh, this is going to be exciting. So,
I'm so looking forward to
yeah.
it.
And then it's going to be on Mother's Day. And what gift would you like to give on the special Mother's Day weekend to all the mother sentient beings in the workshop?
Yeah, it's such an auspicious time. It's such a wonderful time to honor our mothers. And not only in the Buddhism tradition, we honor the importance of mothers. We really recognizing the deeper connection by using that not only analogy, but that deeper relationship with our mothers is the same relationship with all sentient beings. But in a deeper level, is the mothering energy is really, representing what we needed on the planet Earth. And that healing energy, that nourishing energy, and that energy of unconditional love, and that energy beyond the interact, the energy beyond the consumerism, and the energy beyond even, what's good or bad. It's really encompassing healing energy. And that's it. So it's a profound, auspicious time. We're doing this events on the Mother's Day, and that's happened often, Tom, because people ask me not to do that. I say, yes, that's exactly time we should do it. If people are joined to this, they're ready for this, they'll come. Because it's an incredible gift, really incredible gift, not only for yourself, but also for your own personal mother and for the motherly energy on the planet Earth for all sentient beings.
Yes, we all have that aspect in us, and it's to bring that out. With the world
Yeah.
needs more mother
Yeah.
energy. I do agree. Yeah, so so people can register at www.vajrayana.org Ming Tong. So that would be Vajrayana, which is VAJRAYANA.org/Mingtong, Mingtong. So that'll be excellent for all the people that are not in Santa Cruz that are going to want to participate. And it's so cool to talk with you, Mingtong, because um, you know, I can just see in your eyes and in your smile that you are really a very special being in that you radiate a very happy energy and a very pure energy too. And it's really a pleasure to talk with you today.
Thanks so much, Tom. Takes two to recognize each other, same
Oh,
way. And I do want to mention when interested, you can find more information about this Qigong, this practice, and other opportunities at the Qi Center website. You can see the information on the Connection magazine website. So that's is www.qicenter.com. So again, my delight and my pleasure to connect with you, to connect all of you. So many blessings to all of you. And I want to give you just a couple of minutes of energy blessings. So,
oh.
so wherever you're at, and hopefully you're not driving this moment.
That's
So if you're driving, I want to recommend you to close your eye. You just feel the energy. If you're not driving, and I want to invite you, just take a moment to connect with yourself, connecting with your deeper essence. So when you're relaxing inwardly in this moment into your body now, and if you're not driving, you can gently close your eyes and simply, with a gentle inner smile and deeply acknowledging, embracing all sensation, feelings, and experience inside of you, including some experience might be comfortable, some are not so comfortable, and embracing them all as totality, as life, as continuous creation, co-creation of life, the consciousness and the energy of the universe within you. Now feeling your shoulder relaxing, feeling your chest, your back relaxing, and feeling your hips relaxing, and feeling your entire body relaxing to the natural state of energy, natural flow of energy, a natural connection inside of you, including the connection with the pure energy of your big heart, the amazing life energy of your heart, the happy energy and the wise energy, the loving energy, and connecting with the energy of all your organs, glands, tissues, cells, the energy of the entire body. Now feeling the connection with the earth beneath you, with the mothers beneath you, the planet Earth we call home, the unconditionally nourishing creative energy of life. Now feeling the energy presence above you, the infinity source energy permeating to the room, permeating wherever you're at, permeating inside of you, into your brain, into your heart, into every cell of your being. And deeply allowing this energy of life, energy of intelligence, energy of blessing, fulfilling the highest purpose of your life in this body on the planet Earth. And so be it. So it is. Now, whenever you're ready, you can gently open your eyes slowly, softly, and you can move your body freely. So I wish you the best day yet.
Oh, thank you so much, Mingtong, and thank you very much for that special energy exercise we just did. Very
Thank
nice.
you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. And again, that's at vajrayana.org/Ming Tong. And that'll be Mother's Day, May 11th from 1:30 to 6:30 p.m. All right. It's been a very, very big pleasure talking with you, Ming Tong, and have a wonderful day. And you've certainly made my day a wonderful day, too. Thank you very much.
Likewise, you're making me my day. So see everyone in the chi field. Blessing. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.